Okay, so the Seahawks game just ended, and I'm I'm amazed by what our team did this week. We stepped into Seattle and came out with the W. Our defense alone, our defense deserves a medal. The final score, for those who didn't watch the game, the final score was looked pretty close, and it looked pretty close. And don't get me wrong, there were times in this game that were really tense, but the majority of this game, we were up by over 10 points. I want to say 20, but we were up by over 10 at the very least. Like our defense, our defense really did their thing this week. Like to talk about the offense a bit, like Alvin Kamara had some plays that were sensational. Like there was this 1st and 17 that he had, and he ran all those 17 yards back. Like Alvin Kamara is amazing. And Teddy Bridgewater was pretty good this game too. Like he wasn't really like showing out. I didn't really notice any deep passes that he had, but he made smart decisions with the ball. He wasn't trying to be Breeze, and like I said last game, I wanted to see a performance by him where the coaches specifically game planned for his talents and for his limits, and we got that this game. Like I said, he didn't show out, he didn't have an amazing day, but he was smart with the ball. He never turned the ball over, he never forced anything, and I liked that. Before the season even started, I thought this was going to be a really tough game, and in some at points of in the game there were tough parts. Like even though we were up by a lot for the majority of the game, they didn't get like they weren't dead. Like Russell Wilson is a special type of player, and if you're not up by like 30 or a clean 20 points, even 20 points, like you feel in danger the whole game, especially in Seattle. Like I just saw this stat before the game started. These guys are 15-0 at home in September. I'm assuming they're talking about the Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson coach and quarterback duo, because I don't know what the Seahawks were doing before that, but yeah, that's an amazing record, and for us to come in and get this win and get it so strongly, like we had a really good game, and I have confidence in this team even without Drew Brees. I had us losing this game even before the season started, but the Saints proved me wrong, man. Like this was this was an elite performance. Thankfully, the Falcons lost today. The Bucks had a really tight loss against the Giants. Like they Jameis took them down the field, and they had a chance to make a field goal, but their kicker missed it, and I think it was like by 2 points the Giants won. The Panthers completely demolished the Cardinals, so there's not much to talk about with them. But even then, that's their first win of the season, and we don't have a huge lead. Like we don't have a huge. There's not a huge gap between us and the rest of the NFC South, but this was a pretty good start to maybe making a gap between us and the other teams in the NFC South. So that's pretty much all my thoughts on the game. Great win by our team. Great job, defense. Keep it up. Teddy Bridgewater, you're really smart with the ball, man. You don't have to be flashy. You just have to be smart. Good job. And Alvin Kamara, keep doing what you're doing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Now we're on to Dallas. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, BrownBag signing out. Great win, guys. Great win.